Hello, my name is Dominic Lewington and I am the Director of Consultancy at Highmetric, a global elite ServiceNow partner. It's my great pleasure to be your host for our webinar series on the new Paris release of the ServiceNow platform and modules and applications to sit on top. We've got a really exciting program of interviews with some really impressive guest stars and sort of MVPs of the area to discuss some of their favourite features of the platform, of the applications, and their view on the future of both ServiceNow and industry. So please do enjoy and contact us on the links below if you have anything to discuss around Paris or ServiceNow or enterprise service management in general. Hey, so I'm here today with Adam from ServiceNow to talk about ITSM and the Now platform in the Paris release. So Adam, for anyone who might not know you, would like to give us a quick introduction?
Hi Dom, good to be with you again today. Thanks for having me, albeit virtually. I miss you. So Adam Haylock from ServiceNow. I'm a senior solutions consultant working in the partner side of the business, what we call ACE. I've always worked with partners since I've been at ServiceNow for 3 years, in various ways helping and supporting partners throughout EMEA, whether that's reselling or currently as supporting service provider partners and having conversations around how they use our architecture to support themselves, their businesses, and their customers. My background previously before ServiceNow was still in IT, but more from an operational side of things, helping drive a digital transformation into organizations. So experience both sides as well.
Awesome, thanks for that. So today we're going to look at the Paris release. We're going to talk about ITSM and the Now platform. So let's jump into those two. So, okay, thanks Adam. So we're talking about ITSM in the new Paris release this morning. So the theme of our webinar for this piece, obviously being around Paris, is very much a concept of a lot of love within the ServiceNow ecosystem and community. So I'm asking all my special guests this week to tell me one thing they love about ServiceNow, about the customers, about the products, about the technology, about the ecosystem. So Adam, what do you love about ServiceNow?
It's simple for me. It's the culture. It's the culture in ServiceNow, but not just our organisation. Dom, it's a fast-paced, ever-changing, ever-growing organisation. I absolutely love that, and I love how we've retained our culture that we've always had. But also in terms of that culture, how it's the same in the ecosystem. So whether that's our customers or our partners, we all share the same feeling in terms of the change that we're helping organizations deliver and be successful. So just a fast-growing culture. I absolutely love it.
And I think you can see that love within your products, within the community, whether it be LinkedIn, whether it be ServiceNow communities. There's a real strong feeling of passion and evangelism around the products and technologies and what you're helping people do. Just looking at the sort of back to work picture and the fact that we can do this interview over a Zoom call facilitated by ServiceNow and so forth is really, really exciting, definitely.
Absolutely.
So I absolutely agree with you.
We're making a difference for these customers and organizations, and that's why the passion is out there. So yeah, good point.
Awesome. Okay, so we're talking about ITSM today, and we're talking about the Paris release. So the first obvious crowdsourced questions: what's exciting you about ITSM in Paris?
So again, Dom, from my background, ITSM is an absolute passion of mine, side of the platform, very much part of my background. We've continue to drive this customer and partner-led innovation into the platform, and Paris is no different. So previously with Orlando, as you know, it was very much about that AI-driven intelligence, helping organizations make those smarter decisions. What you're starting to see in Paris now is we're actually looking to fuel businesses with the agility and resilience, which is really important, especially in the current climate. So just to call out a couple of my favorites, there's lots, but just a couple to look at and to look out for when we do release Paris. Now, the first one is the predictive intelligence workbench. We've had many conversations, Dom, over the last year about machine learning, how we are helping ServiceNow and Highmetric as a partner, helping businesses implement and use machine learning to help improve that automation and to remove those high volume, low complexity task and human error and so on. The reason I'm excited about this is what predictive intelligent workbench is going to do for organizations is it's going to improve the ability to start using it much quicker. Think about day one. So it's going to empower those process owners. And, they're the people that have the end goal in mind. They understand the business reason for machine learning. What's the objective? What are we going to get out of it? And then they're able to be able to implement it much quicker. So it's all about using a step through, a guided process to be able to understand how to implement machine learning, where to start, where to focus, and then to be able to review the benefits of that as well. So you can use, a model that comes with these pre-built templates, and again, classic ServiceNow, no code, low code, to be able to use this workbench. And then once you've done it, monitor it. Great thing about ServiceNow, it's not just implementation, high fives, thinking it's been successful. Has it been successful? Where is machine learning working? Where do we need to tweak it, enhance it? And then we can communicate that back to the business and our stakeholders to show the success of that investment in that technology and innovation.
I mean, you made some really, really good points, and this leads actually into our next sort of question that people are interested in sort of understanding now. Both of you and I have worked in the IT and the IT service management space for longer than ServiceNow has been alive. So we certainly know it's a mature space, it's a crowded space. What do you think sets ServiceNow apart in the sort of mature, crowded ITSM market?
For me, it's all about the platform. So we're talking about ITSM now, ITSM and the Paris release. But ServiceNow, it is a platform. And actually, we think of it as the platform of the platforms where we're able to really break down those departmental silos that do exist. We know they continue to exist and continue to work in that very potentially manual and slow, complicated way. Because we're a platform, we're able to extend our true automation and workflow capabilities throughout the business, throughout that enterprise. So we can go into IT, all of IT. We can go into HR. We can help organizations, connect with their external customer base. And then because we have those platform capabilities, like machine learning, virtual agents, our mobile capabilities, they can leverage that familiar and scalable capability into their organizations. So because of that, it's much quicker and easier for businesses to be successful. And we know digital transformation is an ongoing journey. It's even more important at the moment in the current climate. It's vital because we're that platform and sit as that platform of platforms, we can help organizations truly be successful in that space.
I think you're absolutely right. One thing we're seeing in the implementation space is return on investment, time to value, and value management is so important now. It's become more and more important, whether you relate that to the economy or what people expect. It's vitally important to get value from your investments. And that actually sort of leads along quite nicely to the next question. So at home for quite a long period of time in the consumer space, we've had great experiences. We've had your Netflixes, your Ubers, mobile first, wonderful portals, conversational interfaces. So Adam, what makes a great IT experience?
That's a great question. I'm going to answer that in two different scenarios, if that's okay. So the first one for me is we need to think about the IT business, so the IT people. So whether that's the CTOs or the service desk people or the operation teams or the engineers, the people that are using the technology every day to do their business. So we need to think about how can we make them have the best days they can. How can we make their experience enjoyable and easy so that they can be creative and innovate as well? Because we didn't go into IT to spend our time on repetitive tasks, doing the same thing every day, making mistakes, taking too long to get back to a customer, having complaints, focusing too much time on SLAs that potentially aren't even relevant to our business. So point one is automate that business as much as possible. Once we've automated it, provide an environment that's easy and quick and contextual for me as a service desk agent, for example, to do my job. So I can focus on the most important tasks of my day and have visibility and information into it. The second point is around the customer, the employee, person on the other end. Again, you mentioned some of those experiences that we have outside of work. We need to provide that consumer grade experience to our employees. So when they're on the move, working anywhere, any time, provide that consumer grade mobile experience. Enable them to be able to consume services on a Sunday afternoon when they desperately need to get help. But also make it omni-channel. It's not all about a virtual agent. It's about what do you need at the right time to provide that experience. So that's for me where we make the difference.
Oh, absolutely. And I think I can sort of echo a sort of real world example quite recently of when system performance and experience was really important. So I use a certain car rental company who shall remain nameless. And every time I phone those guys up and say, right, whatever it might be, they always have to say to me, sorry, sir, this morning, our system is very slow. I don't know what system that is, but it's damaging their reputation without even manifesting as a name. So hiding behind them supporting their internal folks and therefore their customers, eventually performing so poorly that it's damaging their reputation. So that concept of experience is so important. If I can order a pizza, order an Uber from my phone that's there in seconds, why can't we have that at work? And I think the ServiceNow are making much progress in that area and certainly leading the market when it comes to experiences, whether they be IT experiences, customer experiences, or employee experiences. Absolutely, I think that differentiates massively.
And such a good example. I had the same one similar. I was buying a new car, so I was in the dealership, and of course had to sort out the insurance, had to swap the insurance over. So went on thinking this is, in my head I was thinking this is going to be a nightmare. It's going to take a while to do this, phone calls, passed around. Went online, straight into a live chat, put in the new car details, came straight back and said that's done for you. And your new monthly payment will be this, seconds. And then the guy said to me, well, you need to do your insurance now. So I've done it. I just did it there in seconds whilst we were sorting out some paperwork. That's what we're talking about, that level of experience we need in the workplace every day, all day.
Well, absolutely. And I think experienced people often put down to a pretty port or lovely branding, but it's about more than that. It's about efficiency. It's about performance. It's about instant responses on the web page or with a chat bot. So I think you've hit the nail on the head. And I think ServiceNow certainly lead in that particular space. And I think that gets a lot of people excited. So thanks for your time today, Adam. I've just got one last question. We always ask at the end of these segments to try and sort of tease out all the information we can. So what do you see in the future for ServiceNow and the ITX type space? What do you think's coming up? What's the next year look like?
Yeah, I mean, it's always difficult to predict because, times are changing and moving so fast as they always have. One thing I can say is ServiceNow will continue to drive that high level of, as I said, customer and partner driven innovation across the platform. We will not stop helping organizations be successful and deliver their outcomes. I'm certain we're going to continue to see how we can improve that automation through technologies like AI and machine learning and so on. And it'd be interesting to see how we as a world work going forward into 2021. We know it's going to be different. My personal view is we're going to move into a more hybrid approach to how we work and communicate and collaborate. And we need to support that, and we need to make it as easy as possible. We need to help organizations be agile, help them scale and so on. So lots more around that space.
So easier, faster, better experiences.
Exactly.
Perfect. Okay, well, thank you for your time today, Adam. Have a lovely day, and we'll speak to you soon.
Thanks, Dom. Take care.